DJ Mix Master.
Mic check 1 2. Yeah. That late night creeping song right there. My theme song. What it do, people? It's your boy Chaos Theory. Alright, let me turn my camera around. There we go. Chaos Theory in the motherfucking his house on this beautiful Sunday night, broadcasting live at the crib. You already know, Hollandale, Mississippi. Along with my brother Dark Prince, wherever the hell he is. It's Just Our Opinion podcast. I'm sorry I didn't do it yesterday. Well, he'll be back, I guess. The screen, I don't know what he was doing. He must have got to cut the call or something. But anyway, it's Just Our Opinion podcast. You know how we do, you know what I'm saying? Talk about different things and, you know, in different ways. And things of how you say it, real shit. Let's put it that way. Real shit. I didn't do it yesterday because I was, most of y'all know I'm a truck driver. So I try to make it here as fast as I can. I hope you guys can hear me. I got a new hookup. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a microphone, y'all. Can y'all see this shit? Look at it. Like a radio station. Let's see. Oh, shout out to Lisa Pam. She just saw me. I guess they got this the new video for Cobra Kai is coming out, and I can't wait. You know, I'm a big Karate Kid fan. And, they finally finna make, I guess, the finale of their TV show, and that's gonna be a motherfucker. I might check that out in a little bit. She just sent me the I guess the trailer to the new episode that's coming out. I cannot wait. It's gonna be crazy. I already know. If y'all know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. Cobra Kai is on Netflix. You know what I'm saying. Y'all need to check that out. It's basically the offshoot of the Karate Kid movies. You know what I'm saying. It's a real good movie. A real good TV show. If you're a good, Karate Kid fan, you'll like that. But let me see something. If y'all know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. Cobra Kai is on. Okay. I just had to make sure I had some audio shit because I got a new hookup. Yeah, it's good to be back home. You know, I know a lot of y'all heard about my little situation at home, right here at this house, basically. And the other house that we have was broken into, But, I mean, there's a few little things came up missing, but, everything's still everything. It's material shit, we can always get that again. I just beg the difference that nobody try this shit again because, I mean, it's going to, it is what it is. That's all I got to say. But anyway, I hope my brother Dark Prince coming in. I see he's trying to come in. As soon as he get in, I'm gonna let him in. Matter of fact, he's here right now. Dark Prince in the motherfucking house.
Shalom, bro. Shalom.
Give it up for my brother Dark Prince. Yeah, you in here.
I hear you over there. Go ahead.
It feels so good to be home. What'd you say, bro? Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm loving this new hook.
I see that. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear my sound effects and shit?
I never ready.
Yeah. Check this out. They gave me a little They gave me a little snip. They gave me a little snippet. West Coast snippet. Check this out.
The motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Sound like that should be your intro to you. You know what I'm saying? Your music. Wood.
Oh man, no, hell no! You trying to get me in trouble? You know, you already know.
Blaze it up. Blaze it up.
No, that's Sony, man. You know they gonna come after me behind that
Man,
shit.
ain't no Sony.
You know they already don't like me.
Talking about these folks, these crackers that got their hands. They're like saying that's the jailhouse. Them the cops. I ain't care about none of them fools. I don't care what title they run with. It's our creative intellectual property.
Bruh,
it's gonna stay out.
See,
I don't care who they try to.
Every motherfucking time we get on this goddamn podcast, you start shit. Because you already know I'm finna say some shit about Sony CBS. Because you know we was talking about Eric Monty from matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, the topic tonight is Black people's greatness. We are the original populators, creators, inventors, loved, hated human beings on the planet. And I explain why. You got to understand that everything that was created by the Most High. And the Most High was a black man that created the birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees. He created everything, the weather, us, everything. But he also created the carbon copy of us, and that's the white man. The white man is the recessive version of the black man. And what I explain. The black man is dominant, meaning that he can pretty much take on anything that nature brings its way. The white man, he kind of have a little struggle because, like I said, he's the carbon copy. And you know what a carbon copy is? He's basically the graphic man of the original man. So everything about him is not as strong as it is with us. And it's been proven by his own what you call those scientists, scholars, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a guy named Dr. Leakey who basically went overseas to find the origin of man. He went to Europe, he didn't stay very long, but he ended up over in Africa and he found the oldest living bones on the planet, and it was a black man and a black woman. The black woman he called Lucy. I forgot what he called the black man, but it just goes to show you that we are who we are for a reason. We are the original gods. You know, y'all say y'all love Jesus. Jesus Christ is your personal Lord and Savior and all that stuff. I get all that, but at the same time, the Jesus character that they basically read up to you, what basically created to give to you, was the version of your own ancestry God. You know what I'm saying? And that was brother Dark Prince. What was his name again, brother? Yahshua. What was his name? Yahusha. Yeah. And some people say Yahusha, and somebody say Yahweh and all these other names, but you said Yahusha. So we're gonna go with Yahusha. But anyway, you know, they take your stories and make it their own because they know man. No man is just what it is. It's a person that basically has no type of culture, no type of native on the planet. He's basically going around claiming things. And I'll explain why. It's because basically, like I say, they are a carbon copy of us. So they have to try to be something to be acknowledged to the world. So by them not being who they say they are, they basically threaten you and show you who they think they are. You know, just like you say about the Jewish community, the Jewish people. You know, I'm not gonna say no disrespect because I don't have to say that because they basically are the disrespect of every black human being on this planet when it comes down to music, sports, movies, TV shows, basically everything in society. And then when you come correct with them, they call you anti-Semite. But let's look at the definition of a Semite. A Semite is an Asiatic black man. So if a Semite is an Asiatic black man, that means that he can't not be anti anything, because if he's anti-Semite, that means he's not who he is. He's not an existence. And we can see each other. I can see myself. Y'all can see yourself. So how in the fuck we gonna be anti-Semite? But that's just a cop-out because they know that most black people don't know their history. So they basically throw those type of shades at you, even when you're in the Hollywood industry, because they just scare so many black people in the industry to where if you say anything like I'm saying right now, you'll get blackballed. And I'll give you a prime example of the blackballedness of Hollywood. There was a brother named Eric Monty. Me and Dark Prince talked about this last night. Eric Monty was the original creator of the TV shows that we grew up to love back in the 70s and 80s. Shout out to my 60s and 70s, baby. Y'all can relate, you know what I'm saying? It was a TV show called Good Times. It was a TV show called Sanford and Son. It was a TV show called The Jeffersons. Uh-oh, he got a phone call. When he snap off like that to me, he got a call coming in. Well, anyway, he'll be back. But it's a guy named Eric Monty who created those TV shows that I just called out. When he created those shows in the imagery of himself because he came from Chicago. Hold on, man. Get a phone call. Hold on a second. Hold on, just a second, y'all. What it do, Goat?
Hey, Marie, what's going on? I'm gonna read the damn phone. You have one time you come to I'm at the club now. I'm at the club now.
Okay, I got you on blast. I'm on the podcast right now.
Okay.
Oh no, but he just went to go wash the truck off. He'll be there because I'm coming there too, man. I gotta sit down and drink and talk and think. I'll be there tonight. We gonna support you up, bro. All right. Yeah, shout out to my brother Goat. You know what I'm saying? He's got the club here in downtown Hollandale. And I will be going down there, show my support tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in Hollandale. Y'all come down there, man. You know what I'm saying? Tasia, if you listening, I don't know. I know you probably be down there. You like to drink and get fucked up. That's one female I know. Goddamn, if nobody parties, that young lady parties. Shout out to her though. But yeah, okay, here's Dark Prince. He's coming back. We gotta get back on topic. He's coming in home. But bro, you back?
Yeah. Fine.
Oh man. See, when you went out, now you can call some damn.
You went out, now you can call some damn. Some
feedback.
What?
Feedback.
I hear it a little bit, but it's all good.
See, it's feedback.
See, it's feedback.
You just bad luck tonight, goddamn. People laughing at you, bro.
People laughing at you, man. Get them laughing, man.
Calm them down, baby.
But it's all good.
I like that.
But anyway, man, we on that bullshit for real. Let me kind of start this feedback. Okay. Now, anyway, I'm gonna get back to what I was saying about Eric Monty. Eric Monty created those TV shows that we grew up to love. You know, The Jeffersons, Good Times, Sanford and Son. And he created those TV shows in his likeness of how he grew up in the streets of Chicago back in the 60s. Well, for the most part, Good Times was his first show that he created, and when he moved to California, and he got with a Jewish white guy named Norman Lear. Now, Norman Lear is a household name for all the TV shows that was created in Hollywood by CBS television. He's responsible for those shows. But I'm gonna get to that on another scale. But he's the big head honcho of those shows, you know what I'm saying? Good Times, Sanford the Son, Maude, One Day at a Time. I already said Sanford the Son, and What's Happening. Now, Eric Monty created those blows, and because Norman Lear was looking to make black shows, because there was no black shows on TV back in the day. All the shows they had back in them days was a bunch of Caucasian. You know, you had your Green Acres and, you know what I'm saying, your Beverly Hillbillies and Leave with the Beaver, all that shit. You know what I'm saying. Black people's faces didn't start coming on the big screen until I want to say the late 60s, like 69, because they had a TV show called Julia. And I ain't never really, Julia, which was a black nurse, you know what I'm saying, which was played by the late Diane Carroll. And she was such a beautiful black woman. God rest her dead. That was like the first black TV show in color, you know what I'm saying, back then. And it was kind of on the comedy type of style. But she was a single mother who was a nurse, like most single black mothers of today that are nurses, you know what I'm saying? They had a TV show based on y'all back then. But Norman Lear wanted to make a TV show basically off of black struggles in the city of Chicago called Good Times. Eric Monty was the big creator and writer of that TV show, but he wasn't paid for them shows like he was supposed to. And he bitched about it, which he had the right to do, because those were shows that he made, and they basically fucked over that brother. They fucked over him so bad to where they got into it. And, you know, he, even with the situation with the Jeffersons, he created that show, but they didn't have no credits of him rolling across the screen. So that was a real big fuckery, because he did that show too. He did Sanford and Son. He got no credit for that. And he the one that told Norman Lear that Red Fox will be the best person for the role of that TV show. And at that time, Norman Lear felt like he basically said that he never even heard of a Red Fox, which is Red Fox was a big comedian of that time before Richard Pryor. So how you didn't hear about Red Fox? You know what I'm saying? So he basically was like, you know, okay, you ain't never heard of Red Fox. He left it alone. So I guess he felt like, well, they didn't want to do the damn show. So he didn't think nothing of it no more. Next thing you know, he looked up, he said a month later, the show had started, it was airing on CBS, only on NBC. He got no credit for it. Then later on down the line, you know, back to the Jefferson situation, he wrote that show. He get no credibility for that. So he went in and tried to get a lawsuit going. And as everything, y'all know, I mean, the Jewish community got the law offices are sold up in society with the Jews. I'm just being honest with you, especially the city of Los Angeles. And Eric Monty basically said that he had been looking all over LA to get a good attorney to fight in his favor for those shows. But now down to the What's Happening situation on ABC, that show was based off of the movie Cooley High. He created that movie too, you know what I'm saying, with the help of the sound score from Berry Gordy of Motown. They put his names in the credits for that movie. You can see it on there. The roll that had Eric Monty on there, but he got fucked out of that too. But it was a guy, a Jewish guy. I can't think of his name, but matter of fact, I probably could show y'all the video, because I don't want to waste too much time on this. But I got a little video on Eric Monty. No, I haven't put it up there because it was too long. Let me see if I can find it. But he got with this Jewish guy. I think his name was Obenstein or something like that, and the guy was like one of the chairmen of ABC, and he said he would like to do a show called What's Happening, that's on the basis of, was basically the offshoot of the TV of the movie Cooley High. Now, he was down with it, you know what I'm saying? But here we go again. they told him, but only one problem: you're not an experienced producer or whatever. So we have to put you with a production team called Toy Productions. Now, he was like, who the fuck is Toy Productions? And guess who Toy Production was? It was the same, the guy that fucked him, Norman Lear, that did, you know, when he was doing all of the movie, the TV shows, Good Times, The Jeffersons, and Sanford and Son. Buddy, matter of fact, that's his name, Bud York, that was over Toy Productions that created What's Happening. And as you know, he got fucked out of that. But that's just how it is in Hollywood when it comes down to us creating these different stories, lines, and things of that nature in society. Because, you know, one thing about I heard Eddie Griffin said with the show that he did with Malcolm Jamal what's his name? Malcolm Jamal Warner, is that his name? Yeah, from the Cosby Show. He did Malcolm and Eddie, and he was saying that they didn't want to give them no black writers, that it was a bunch of Caucasian writers. And he was like, you know, how the fuck these motherfuckers gonna write about me and Malcolm's life? Y'all don't know about us. We black. Y'all don't know shit about black people. But at the same time, they was writing, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. They want to make you seem like you are a bunch of shucking and jiving ass niggas that don't know shit, because they like to put you out on the front street because they own the media. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And they can't lie and say that's not how it is. We're taking it the wrong way, or being, you know, racist or whatever the case may be. No, y'all being a racist, because he said it out his own mouth. He said, hell, Norman Lear was a devout racist, because a lot of those shows that he wrote was on some positive shit. And he took it and made it buffoonery, because Jimmy Walker JJ was a buffoon at his best. But I'm gonna let my brother Dark Prince shine in on some things and break it down. Come on in, Dark.
You definitely are hitting the nail on the head, because what they had to control with the white writers is the narrative of the story that we was telling. They had to make sure that they interject their buffoonery and their image of what they see us as into the script. This way, when they say action, the lie that they won't put out nationally to us that's in the US lane, that's watching the show, and to the globe, this is how we, you know what I'm saying, view, you know what I'm saying, these people. And you're not going to be able to do the script. You're not going to be able to get the contract money unless you sign the contract yourself saying, I agree to those terms. So you have people like Malcolm Jamal Warner and Eddie Griffin. You have brothers like this that's like, well, can't be controlled by the, you know what I'm saying, the system. The machine ain't going to be able to do that. So that's why they done faded to black. You don't hear from these people, because they already know that the power structure is already set up for these imposter folks to continue, you know what I'm saying, handling business until their time is up, which it will be. But see, that also lets me know that that part is true, because you're in a mad dash and you know what I'm saying, scramble to grab up everything that we so-called own and trying to own it. But here's the thing, nobody can take it with you. When we all know this. Because when you get to the point where you say, well, yeah, I own Sony, I own Luther's Records, or whatever you want to say out there, you're immortal. You're not going to last eternally. So you can't hold on to it. So you're amassing it for nothing. You just the same as the poor man. Come in with nothing, we'll leave with nothing. There is no distinction that you've been working all your life to try to set between the poor and the rich, the have not, black, white, whatever. Because when it comes down to it, everybody enters and leaves the same way. So the delusion that they continue to put out there is for the people, and they continue to perpetuate that through the narrative of propaganda, showing our people in bad light. showing her that, you know what I'm saying, only way we make it, we got to get to the, you know what I'm saying, playing ball, or we did it, you know what I'm saying, making 8 balls at the house. And then they're like, you know what, let's just not even give them the light of doing, you know what I'm saying, athletics. They just keep it all drugs. Bro, I was watching, you know what I'm saying, on the shows. Now, you go to any app that you want to go to, and then when you go to, you know what I'm saying, black cinema, only thing you're going to see in there is destruction of family. You're going to see, you know what I'm saying, murder. You're going to see drugs. Nothing positive, really. And I'm talking about hundreds upon hundreds of movies, bro. And I just got sad. I like, what type of legacy is this? It's always garbage, and you know what I'm saying, what you feast your eyes on. Then when it comes to music, it's garbage on what you letting come through your ears. Then when you saying, okay, well, let's get dressed now, it's garbage on what, you know what I'm saying, the attire everybody got on. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. And everybody got to the point where they say, okay, I accept it. I know you accept it because you're out here trying to do the trends. You're out here trying to wear the attire. Trying to look like these fools. Everybody used to be natural looking. I remember Patra from Jamaica when she was dropping through the 90s. Chocolate, you know what I'm saying, beautiful women. Foxy Brown and was out that way. Beautiful women. Being in a natural element. You couldn't tell nobody they wasn't being sexy. Salt and pepper, you got all 3 flavors. In Vogue, you couldn't tell me the women wasn't giving you what you need. So don't tell me that you was lacking. You had exactly everything in your natural element. But when the Kardashians come along, all of a sudden everybody trying to look like them. And the crazy thing, they trying to look like y'all. Now, who's really jacked up in the head, people?
Straight like that. Straight like that. But that's the thing right there. Because they know your greatness better than you know your greatness. And one thing about it is when you are having the lack of knowledge of self and the knowledge of your people, you begin to start thinking like, you start thinking like your oppressor. And your oppressor don't like you. He don't like nothing of you because he basically don't want to have. He understands that you are at your greatness. That's the reason why they use you at every call in society. There's never been a time that he didn't see you as greatness. He know you great. That's the reason why he basically had you enslaved, had us enslaved, our ancestors enslaved, because he knew that the things that we can do, he couldn't do. It wasn't because he was lazy. It was because he couldn't do it. So like I say, you get out there in the sun, only thing you're going to do is get darker. He get out in the sun, he going to start bumping up with all kind of blisters and shit. Because you can't take on the heat like you can take on the heat. So what's that telling you? You are the original man. They call us 2 or 3/5 of a human being, calling us beasts or whatever the case may be. But one thing about it, if we the beast, we've been dead by the energy of the heat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, shit. You know, they created a motherfucking a character called a vampire, and the vampire was a Caucasian man. He didn't like light. He didn't like nothing of heat. So if you hit him with the heat, only thing he liked it was darkness, because that's how he could survive with no sun. But if you put the sun, the light on him, he died. And that's just how it is. We got my brother, what's his name? I gotta let him on in here. My brother Byron and come on in here. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
You there? What's going on, bro? You ain't been on the city yet. I can hear you. You ain't been on in a while. What's going on with it?
Nothing, man. Just chilling, man.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's not delayed, man. You can hear me? Okay. Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Yeah, we were just talking about the greatness of black people, man. We talking about the greatness of black people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And how, the Caucasian man seemed to hate us so badly and got the whole world hating us. What's your take on that, bro?
Man. My thing is that you right, they do. They
go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can hear you. Come on.
You said the whole word. You said what was you saying now? You said something about the white man hating on us.
You know, the white man got the whole world hating us.
Oh yeah, that's been going on for 400 some years or longer. Probably longer than that.
Oh yeah,
too.
most definitely.
So even with that, true. The white man was hating Jesus back then. So come on. You know what I'm saying? So that's beyond.
Oh yeah.
That was way beyond us. So you know what I'm saying? That's something you got to get used to. We just gotta keep striving harder, man, as black people. And the most thing about it.
We gonna do that anyway.
Well, the most thing I learned about it, man. The one thing about us, me being traveling, being around the world, man, is we don't stick together, man. If we stick together, we'll be a dominant race. I know that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's what they don't want us to be, because when you be that, then that basically solve the situation in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know clearly. If you know, J. Edgar Hoover said it best back in the days. You know what I'm saying, when he said, "Finding they were going, you know, if they was to ever be a black Messiah, they were going to be the one that create this black Messiah." Because you can't never get a Messiah in this country that is black that's basically gonna speak from the heart. They're gonna get a motherfucking watered down, as Brother Mills say, a milquetoast, watered down version of a real brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see a lot of these guys out here that talk like they big on you know, helping the black people, and a lot of times they ain't doing that. They just talking good because they got a paycheck behind it to keep you deaf, dumb, and blind. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to make you no better than the next motherfucker. But Dark got something to say. Hold on.
Say, K, I got a question though. You know what I'm saying? Just a question. I just want to know. But do you think it's profitable to do business with your enemy?
What the enemy got going on and what the business is?
In a way, I don't think so. I don't think so, because the reason why I say I don't think so is because one thing about it, you got to endeavor to do anything you want to do, and he basically is watching everything you do and copying it, because it's destined for us to do whatever we want to do in society. Because like I say again, go back to the original man narrative I just said. It's destined for you to do what needs to be done in society. You can create your own whatever, but at the same time, they didn't beat your ass so hard in the head telling you that you can't do it, because they basically went up under your coattail and basically wrote patents on different things and scaring you, him saying this is our shit and we can, you know what I'm saying, we are the victors of this society. You're not. So when they got you thinking that, that's the first thing gonna come across your mind. And not to mention, if you got us helping him think that, having you think that, that makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing like a black KKK member.
Okay, now check it. Now you said no. Og Byron says yes, and I want to know from Og Byron, why does he believe yes in some aspects?
Well, you might as well say we might because doing what anyway. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying? Most of the world runs off your enemy. Like the Democrats and the Republicans, they both enemies. So that's how the world runs. Donald Trump, all that everything is your enemy. So you either gonna get with your enemy and get this money, or you gonna either, you know what I'm saying, fall up under the victim unit. Everything got it. One thing about life is you're gonna learn that if your enemy is doing something that's prosperity and it's legal, but he can be your enemy. You know what I'm saying? So what you think you're gonna do eventually? You either gonna take that enemy role and say, you know what, I'm gonna go and invest some money with this man, you know what I'm saying? He might be my enemy, but I can suck that up and go and get this money with him. Or I can, you know, like,
Hold on. Okay, now hold on. Now, you knowing the way that this 21st century is right now, and as hungry as everybody is out now. They do a lot of things on social media, which I find very foolish, because in a hungry society, if you out here, you know what I'm saying, flashing things of this nature, you know what I'm saying I got this, that, and the third, then the thing about it is everybody say, okay, I got to go get that. Now, here's the thing about what, you know what I'm saying, you saying that, okay, we're going to go ahead and tie into this, what you saying that it may be okay, and I disagree. And here's why I disagree with that. You can't trust a snake. You know it's a snake. You know its nature is always going to be a snake. And in that, self-preservation is supposed to take over, like, I can't deal with that in no type of way. Regardless of what it's trying to, you know what I'm saying, say it's got on the back burner, this is what I got here on this side. Because the thing about it does two things. Either it's going to change your nature and you'll start to move the same way and you'll be out of your, you know what I'm saying, your original nature and become corrupted. Or the thing about it is it'll take you away from the planet. And my thing is, it seems like from a standpoint, you know what I'm saying, it's a lose-lose situation. So that's why we was thinking, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to pose the question, because my thing is you can't trust that. And my thing is there is a system down here on this planet that man does run by. But then you have to ask yourself, do I have a higher source that I go through, you know what I'm saying, that helps me get above these things, shows me these things, so I better see it before it's coming? Or, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna I try to play the game that they're gonna give me, because if you think about it, nobody wins. The system always wins. As they say in Vegas, the house always wins. You may get some trinkets here and there, but the house gonna always win. That's why it hasn't been broke yet. When the last time you say they didn't hit so much jackpots, they had to shut down the casino. Casino's not gonna get shut down, because the casino's like, no, the house wins. This is what the betting halls come from. This is why sports, you know what I'm saying, your team might be up by I don't know how many points. Always it's like, what happened? That's what happened. Point shaving. It's been set up that way. So you can't trust that system, because the thing about it is the system is only going best for the system. And if you're not one of the creators with that system, you're just one of the people that's going to get played by the system. And that's just basically what we felt about it, though. But it's respect on why you feel what you do.
Yep, straight like that. That's the thing about it. I mean, you know, but like I said, when you had asked me earlier, bro, about, you know, can we do business with the enemy? We could never do business with the enemy, because the enemy is just who he is. He's the enemy. I mean, why in the hell would you want to do business with somebody that hates you? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that doesn't respect your people, your ancestry, nothing of blackness about you. Basically, this take what you created through nature and basically call it him what you've been calling yourself. You've been calling yourself Israelite. You've been calling yourself African. You've been calling yourself all these things. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you've been, you like I said earlier, we are the original Semites. You know what I'm saying? So how in the hell can we be anti-Semite when we talk against them? You know what I'm saying? Because they already know. They can literally tell you, you know, who you are, because it's easy to do that, especially when they took your history from you.
Well, see, you just hit the nail on the head. Let me give you historical facts. We're not even gonna go to the tour right now. I'm just gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, the historical facts, what they done put in the dictionaries on this planet. When you look up Ham, which is, you know what I'm saying, the second son of Noah, he had three: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the second middle child. They said he's progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Now, Semites starts to come into play with that action. Remember, a people said that their culture was going to be stolen from them. They were not going to remember who they was or who their God was also. So to play with words as Semites, when you have a people pretending to be another type of people, yes, it's going to be offensive because they say, no, we're trying to claim that title for ourselves. And when you're trying to claim that title for yourself, the thing about it is you're going to fight to defend that lie. Now, it's already been proven that the so-called African American, we share a trait, a haplo-DNA trait. It's the E1B1A trait. Mainland Africans are E1B1B, which means we're no longer part of that. We're separate from that. They did the DNA analysis on us. They traced it back to the Limba tribe that's in Nigeria, which are practicing Hebrews. They have the E1B1A trait. They trace that back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So now you understand why the people are going through so much hell, because it's a hidden people on the planet that's the best kept secret that's on the planet, and they're not trying to get the lid blown off of that. If you go to slavevoyages.org, everybody that came on the boat had Hebrew names. They beat out the language, but we were still singing Kumbaya, come by here, Yahuwah. That's the translation. Hallelujah, praise to Yahuwah. That's the translation. We've always been the people, but he said, because you broke the laws, not religion, people. Religion is like what we're going to do on Monday morning tomorrow. We're going to get up and get ready for work. We're going to have lunch around 11 to 12 or whatever you do that. That's religious stuff. We get off at a certain time. That's religious stuff because it's a practice. It's been a twist on the words. The Most High got upset with us because we broke laws. Just like you got them in the streets, you got them in the courtrooms, you got them in Congress, laws to abide by. And there's consequences behind it. Check out Deuteronomy 28 and tell me there's not slavery on us and still what we go through. Saying that I can't get along with my brother. I ain't even got to know my brother, but if I meet him on the street, we already mean mugging each other. We don't even know each other. That says one of the curses.
Right.
Said I won't get along with my family member, my woman. She'll be at my throat, I'll be at hers. I like, well, wait a minute now. 2 + 2 is starting to act for 4 here. Then it said we got the only God in the cosmos that said, okay, I made a mark on the planet. Mount Sinai, he said he descended on it in fire. Check it out on YouTube. The top of it is still charcoal black. To this day, what other God then gave you some evidence, people? Right here in this place right here. The lost tribe is Judah. It's the Lion tribe. History says they always capture the royals. Why you think we're attracted to diamonds and gold? It was a birthright. We're trying to ascend to that level. We don't have the divine morality no more. Man, we'll get deep in this, man. Let me light it. Go ahead.
For sure. Yeah. That's why I say, you know, gold and silver can conduct lightning. Shit, that's electricity. That's energy. You know, we conduct that energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like I said, it's always. That's why bling bling is so important to us because we like shiny shit. Hell, they even tell you black folks love shiny shit. You goddamn right. That's why we ride on chrome, big 22-inch rims and 30-inch rims and big chains and shit. Because that's a part of our analogy, goddammit. It's the light shining shit.
Shining shit.
You dig?
I got more.
You know what I'm saying?
I got more. I'm ready for another round. I got more. I'm coming out. Okay, here we go. Greetings, brothers and Sister Pam. Shalom. Now check it. It said in Jeremiah that we're going to forget our heritage and our birthright and our place. All right, check this out. Since our people have been in this country, which was also told to our, ancestor Abraham, you're going to be there in the place for 400 years. You do the math, August 20th, 1619. August 20th, 2020, Donald Trump on TV talking about, yeah, we commemorating 400 years. Y'all be over there. Hold that. What do you got to do with anything if it's not prophecy? But just keep thinking on that. Put a pin in that. We'll come back to that. Anyway, so the last royal descendant house of David on the scatter from, Jerusalem from 70 AD ended up in Portugal and Spain. Over there, they were known as the Moors. That's the native language for dark skin. Hold that. Put a pin in that. We'll come back to that. The last descendant royal class of him decided to come up with a surname. Guess what their last name was? Negro. Now I got it on my birth certificate because I'm a 70s baby. But they changed everybody out there. They got African American now. How can you continue to plot with a race and say you this, that, and the third if it's not real? So my thing is, you ain't even got to go with the Torah. Just go with the evidence, what the history give you. They'll tell you. But like I say, people don't want the man, but I'm just trying to tell you, I'm giving you 100% Hennessy, no straight up chaser.
Well, you heard it from my brother, Dark Prince, just like that. A straight slap in the face. Damn. That's all I can say. Only thing I can tell you, Mr. Charlie, aka the rabbis, the Klansmen, the Anglo-Saxons, the Jews, all you guys, your time is up. Y'all might not know it, but your time is up. So you might as well think about what you say and say what you think about. Get on down.
Get on down.
All right, okay, third round knockout. Let me go and get him out the park right quick. Let's go to Revelation, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is talking to the fake people over there. He say, and he's talking to his people. He's talking to his people. He said, I know those who call themselves Jews and are not. Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. Y'all go check it out. I know those that call themselves Jews or not, because see, Jew, because we do short names in our language, was short for Judah. That's where the Jews got it from. They was in the city of Jerusalem, the land of Judah itself. It was the royal capital city, because the Most High said, I'll put my name in Jerusalem, which now became the divine capital between the cosmos, because the Most High said, I would dwell with you there. The only place on the planet that the people continue to fight over to this day. Now, why is that? If it ain't real. But check it. So Jerusalem is where, Judah is from. And the inhabitants of Judah, because they broke laws, were scattered from their homeland. And he said, I will scatter you through the four corners. Now check this out. The last verse of Deuteronomy 28:68 says, I'll send you back into Egypt again in ships. Now let me break that down. Turn over your dollar bill. On the back of is a pyramid. There's also an eagle, but Benjamin Franklin, if you check your history, wanted the first phoenix, which is an Egyptian bird, for resurrection. He couldn't get that because they had their copyright laws in olden times. But he kept the other because it's Masonic. Also, thing that is just old Egyptian folklore magic. It's practice. They don't want to tell you that, but they still worship that to this day. That's why it's stamped on the back of your dollar, because this is what they believe in. Now let's go back to that. So that is spiritual Egypt here. Then he said, I'm going to send you there in ships. What other race you know went there in ships? I'm gonna wait. Like I thought, it was us. Nobody else but us.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't care how they want to try to wipe it out. It's nobody but us. Now let's continue to go on. They had, some ranks down by the Georgia Stone. They tore those down. Wonder why they did that. First and foremost, they was put up by somebody. We don't know who put them up. But it was all saying that they had also a replica of 10 rules, because they want to replicate that to the original Hebrew 10 rules that the people got from the Most High when he ascended in fire and left his trademark burnt on top of the mount to this day. Y'all go check it out. So when you get to, Daniel, it gives a description of what, this messengers look like. Burnt bronze, Check out your brand new pennies. Same color. Same color. Then you go to Revelation. Bronze feet, same color. Same color. So he's talking to a people. And then the thing about it is, the book has also been ripped up and taken apart and then destructed and then put back together. Because it's the ultimate history book of the entire planet. None of the other tell you about the tribes of man and how they spread out and they descended from this person and that person. But yet everybody today say, I'm from this place. Well, where did that come from? You know the source, right? You know if y'all go back long enough, it's going to get back to scriptures and biblical stuff. Yeah, this is our original land here. Just like the Khazars are the ones that's inhabiting the present Israel now. It's been proven their DNA is not from the land. Their bloodline says they're from the, southern Russia, Caucasus Mountains. The Khazars. Converted over in the 7th century. They didn't want to be Muslims. They didn't want the Roman Catholic Church. So they took on a practice. King Bulan was their leader. Y'all check it out. History.
Uh-oh. I don't think somebody
agree with you, bro.
That's all right.
I'm gonna let you hear who that person is.
Sir, I don't understand that you can say that you are the original man when you know damn well you're not the original man. We made you Negroes to be just who you are. You could never, ever run this nation on no causes of effect that we made you slaves. You the one killing your brothers and your sisters. You call your sisters bitches and hoes all day long. You don't even have the audacity to be real on the real of the real's real. So what the fuck are you trying to tell me, Mr. Black Man, saying that you a real man, a real brother, when your brothers killing each other all day, every day? You don't even love yourself. You don't even love your mother. You the hell don't even know who your father is. So how the fuck can you tell me that you are a real man, that you are the real Israelite, and that I am the caveman from the Caucasus Mountains of Europe, which is bullshit. I come from motherfucking Little Rock, Arkansas. So I know my main man, Jesus Christ, is my personal Lord and Savior. And you can't tell me nothing because we made you Negroes become Christians because you didn't have a goddamn religion. You didn't know who you was. You basically came here butt naked with no clothes, couldn't even speak English. So guess what, motherfucker? We got you in bondage just the way you are. You ain't gonna be nothing but our slave to the day you die.
That's how they feel about us. But guess what? You know what? Fuck them all in their asshole because they already know that's emotions talking because they could never be us. They will never be us no matter what color, distinction they hate on the dark side of the game with us because guess what? We run this motherfucker and they know it. They do. That's why they trying to kill us on every cause. They like our black women because they know they white women can't do what they can, what our black women can do. And that's make good love. Bring in a baby, a strong human baby. Because every time they impregnate their women, for some odd reason, it become miscarriages. It become liquid. It become abortion, public enemy number one. And that's why they trying their hard-earned doing to try to bring the Ukrainians in to bring the population back up because they know they're dying. But we're going to leave that shit alone. We're going to leave Mr. White Man. No, we can't leave him alone because there's a video that I got to show about the brother Eric Monty that created those TV shows. I found the video. What's up with it, Brother Judah? And peace with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got Brother Judah in his house. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Much love,
Shalom,
and respect
brother.
Love and respect to you, bro.
Shalom.
Lisa
Shalom,
Pam,
bro.
I wasn't
Lisa
ignoring
Pam,
you.
I
yet.
wasn't.
I wasn't ignoring you. It is sound effects. I got a whole new board now. Remember, I told you back here a while back that I was finna change the game. I didn't done it, so I got all kind of goofy ass shit like the booing shit. I got them. Your breath is so stinky, your tongue is crying. I got that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got all kind of shit. Whop that whip. Yep. I can change my voice, as you can see. I changed my voice into the little kid voice. But anyway, let's get to this goddamn video. The brother Eric Monte, who wrote The Creator. Appreciate it, brother Judah. Check this video out. The brother. Oh shit, Pam Boy in the house. What's up, Pam Boy? Back here. I know I heard your voice, but I'm into the podcast, bro. Oh, okay. What's up, man? Yeah, it's all good. Here we go. Let's check this out.
Hypocrite, a thief, and a liar. Norman Lear is a racist, a hypocrite, a thief, and a liar.
This is a man named Eric Monte. He was one of the creators and writers of the Norman Lear show Good Times back in the 70s. He says Norman Lear never properly paid him for his work in creating the show, and that Lear has wrongfully claimed credit for creating a number of shows that were based on characters or ideas that Eric came up with.
I said, if you want somebody funny to own the junkyard, you need to hire Red Fox. And Norman Lear said, Red Fox. And Norman Lear said, no. This is a white show. 2 months later, he was doing Sanford and Son with Red Fox.
I've always thought it was a little odd that Norman Lear, this Jewish guy from New Haven, Connecticut, could single-handedly create every single groundbreaking television show featuring working-class black families in the 70s. But when I first heard that there was a black man who was accusing Norman Lear of poaching his ideas and not giving him the proper credit, I have to admit, I was a little skeptical.
I had to fight and argue with Norman Lear for 3 years to show a complete black family on television.
Eric Monte, who suffered with drug addiction, homelessness, and eventually lost everything he had, says Norman Lear stole his ideas for shows like Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, and claimed them as his own, cheating Monte out of creator credits and millions of dollars. But is there any veracity to this claim? I'm Dara Star Tucker, and this is The Breakdown. I grew up with this Norman Lear mythology. The spiel was that he just somehow had a sense for what America was ready for and had enough knowledge of the black experience to create these shows that reflected our culture and that knocked down racial barriers. He has 5 Emmys, the National Medal of Arts, and the Kennedy Center Honor. Surely there couldn't be any truth to the rumor that he was thief. Eric Monte, who was born Kenneth Williams, grew up in Chicago's inner city, in the Cabrini Green housing projects to be exact, the very projects where the groundbreaking show Good Times was set. In his estimation, it was a great childhood filled with rich experiences that he wanted to share with the world.
I started looking for some black heroes, and I saw Man Tam, Deppy Fetchers, and Amos and Andy, and I thought they were real funny, but I didn't want to be them. In fact, I was ashamed of them. So I made a vow, I grew up, I was going to make some black heroes.
He wanted people to know that his upbringing was about more than just gun violence, drugs, and poverty. So as soon as he was of age in the late 1960s, he decided to hitchhike to Hollywood. He did whatever he had to do to survive. He gambled, he hustled, he even sold drugs at one point. It took him 2 years to get there. Eventually, he hooked up with a group of hippies and enrolled in LA City College on the GI Bill and studied poetry, which eventually turned him on to screenwriting. He created a bit of buzz in the black artistic community when word spread about one of the plays that he had produced while he was at LA City College. In 1971, Mike Evans, who played Lionel Jefferson in All in the Family, asked Eric Monte if he would be willing to write a script for the show that would help him to flesh out his character a bit more.
He said, and I understand you're a good writer. I'd like you to write a show that centers on my character. And I'll put both our names on and take it in and Norman Lear and we'll split the money. So I said, okay. So I wrote this show in which I created his mother and father, George and Louise Jefferson. And he took it in Norman Lear, and 2 weeks later, Norman sent it. And that's how it all started.
So with the script, Eric Monte created the characters George and Louise Jefferson. He pitched the idea of a spin-off show with these characters to Norman Lear for years, but Lear didn't think it would work.
I pitched the show in 1971. And his first thing Norman Lear said when I came into the office was America will never buy a black man calling white people out for the sitcom.
In 1975, Lear finally decided to give the Jeffersons their own show, using many of Monte's suggestions, but he never invited him to be a writer on the show, and he didn't list him in the credits as a creator or offer any residuals for Monte having developed those characters. Eric also says that Norman Lear talked to him about the desire to remake a British TV show, Steptoe and Son, in the early 70s. Eric suggested to Norman that he do it with an all-black cast and use Red Fox as the lead. At the time, Norman Lear didn't even know who Red Fox was, and he had planned to use an all-white cast. But a few months later, the show was greenlighted. And what do you know? He took Eric's suggestion, again, with no acknowledgement of his contribution. At the same time, around 1971, Monte was pitching a show to Norman Lear based on his own childhood in the Cabrini Green housing projects in Chicago. Esther Roll was receiving a lot of good buzz at the time for playing Maud's maid, Florida, and the network decided to give her her own spin-off show. When they came to Norman Lear for ideas, he pitched them Eric's idea for a show set in Cabrini Green. But there was one change that Esther insisted upon.
She wanted a husband on the show. They wanted to do it without a husband. And she said, no, I want a husband on the show because I was raised with a father and a mother. And I wanted America to see that Black men stay with their families and raise their children.
Right. Now, Norman did hire Eric Monte to write for Good Times. Eric describes his time as a writer on the show as being very contentious because he and several members of the cast were in constant battles with the white writers and with Norman Lear about the tone and the stereotypes that were depicted in the show.
I caught hell because Norman Lear was an incredible racist, but he didn't think so. And everything that they wrote was stereotypic. They thought of black humor as, yeah, I was a boss. I was going to go down by the river. I'd fight them tooth and nail. They'd ignore me in the offices.
And the stereotypes that were depicted in the show.
I caught hell because Norman Lear was an incredible racist, but he didn't think so. And everything they wrote was stereotypic. They thought of black humor as, yeah, I was a boss. I was going to go down by the river. I'd fight them tooth and nail. They'd ignore me in the offices. Take that Yazoo stuff down to the cast. John Amos, Esther Roll, and John Dubois would have a fit. I would give them what I had written.
Lear didn't even know who Red Fox was. He had planned to use an all-white cast. But a few months later, the show was greenlighted.
My server is kind of slowing down, but I'm gonna run it back. I don't want y'all to hear this.
At the same time, around 1971, Monte was pitching a show to Norman Lear based on his own childhood in the Cabrini Green housing projects in Chicago. Esther Roll was receiving a lot of good buzz at the time for playing Maud's maid, Florida, and the network decided to give her her own spin-off show. When they came to Norman Lear for ideas, he pitched them Eric's idea for a show set in Cabrini Green. But there was one change that Esther insisted upon.
She wanted a husband on the show. They wanted to do it without a husband. And she said, no, I want a husband on the show because I was raised with a father and a mother. And I wanted America to see that Black men stay with their families and raise their children.
Right. Now, Norman did hire Eric Monte to write for Good Times. Eric describes his time as a writer on the show as being very contentious because he and several members of the cast were in constant battles with the white writers and with Norman Lear about the tone and the stereotypes that were depicted in the show.
I caught hell because Norman Lear was an incredible racist, but he didn't think so. And everything they wrote was stereotypic. They thought of black humor as, yeah, I was a boss. I was going to go down by the river. I'd fight them tooth and nail. They'd ignore me in the offices. Take that Yazoo stuff down to the cast. John Amos, Esther Roll, and John Dubois would have a fit. I would give them what I had written. Norman Lear would reluctantly shoot it, put it on the air, and it became a big hit.
He says after the first season, he was demoted as a chastisement for his constant battles with Norman Lear, and the white writers were promoted in his place.
They eventually fired John Amos by killing off his character for the same reason.
After the second season of Good Times, Eric Monte got a deal to write the Cooley High movie, and he left Norman Lear's production company altogether. Eric's movie Cooley High was a breakout hit in 1975, and that prompted ABC head Michael Eisner to call him in to discuss creating a show based on his movie. That show eventually became What's Happening. Eric wrote a pilot for the script and ABC accepted it. Because he had been burned so badly by Norman Lear, Eric fought for more control this time and wanted to put the show out through his own production company. ABC execs said that because he didn't have any producing experience, they would have to hire a couple of line producers to work with him. Eric Monte's agent, Bernie Weintraub, also repped writer-producers Saul Turtletaub and Bernie Ornstein. When he finally saw the production deal, it was listed under something called Toy Productions.
And I was like, who the hell is Toy Productions? Turtletaub and Ornstein had gone out and formed a company with Bud York and Norman Lear's partner. ABC had signed to do the show with that company, and my agent, Bernie Weintraub, had negotiated the deal, all behind my back.
So Monte went to the Writers Guild to try and get them to mediate the situation. They offered him the bare minimum, which was a huge insult. So he took the only step that he felt was left. He filed suit against all of them: ABC, CBS, Turtletaub, Ornstein, Yorkin, Weintraub, and Norman Lear.
Norman Lear came to me and he offered me $1 million for a settlement. And I said, for all those shows, no way. So the lawyers came to me and they said, look, take that money because you still have your suit against the networks and the others, but at least we'll get paid. So when the papers came down, all the defendants were listed. So I said, I didn't agree to this. They said, either you take this or we're walking off the case. I went all over Los Angeles looking for lawyers to represent me. I had the evidence and everything, okay? No lawyer in that town would take my case.
This was 3 days before the statute of limitations ran out on the oldest accusations in the suit, so he was forced to take the settlement. After that, he was effectively blackballed in the industry and couldn't get much work. He fell on hard times in the late 90s and developed an addiction to crack cocaine. He eventually ended up at the Salvation Army, where he continued to write scripts that he hoped to have produced. He kicked his drug habit in the early 2000s and is still living. If you think about it, here was this young black kid from the streets, talented but unsophisticated, didn't know how the business worked and just wanted a place at the table. Through sheer talent and grit, he miraculously gets one, but is shortchanged over and over by industry power players. Are there misrepresentations or exaggerations in his story? We'll probably never know, since Norman Lear, who's 99 years old, has refused to respond to any questions.
Okay, we're back, ladies and gents. Well, I don't know. Well, hell, I do know. I know that this is nothing new to me anyway. Oh, excuse me. But I'm sure it's new to a lot of us as black people because, you know, when you think of the fact that the European Jewish community basically sits back and they tell you about how Hitler did them in the Holocaust in Nazi Germany, and how they put their people in ovens and all of those stuff. You know, that was a horrific situation. You know, but the whole concepts of black genocide is 20 times bigger than the Jewish Holocaust. And believe it or not, we're still dealing with the concepts of that today, more mentally than it is physically. Because if you take a look at who runs the Hollywood industry, it's the Jewish community. And this is not a podcast right now. This show right here is not to basically shit on the European Jews, but here's the thing right here. The way I see it is the way I G it. Because the brother Eric Monte, I'm sure, is a good brother. He's from the south side of Chicago. And like every other black man and woman in this country, we develop and create all types of things because it's in our DNA, it's in our nature to come up and create things. Because even through slavery, when we were working our ass off in the fields of America to take some of the heavy, heartbreaking work off our backs to keep us energized, to get down those fields and do this. We created different stuff to make our lives better. when we created these things, invented things of that time, and even till this day, they take what we create and benefit off of. They have mastermind things that we create and take it, put a patent on it, and claim it for their own. See, most Caucasians like that, European Jews, hell, even the motherfucking Anglo-Saxons, they'll buy something from a black person that been handed down for generations to generations to generations to generations to generations later, and say, my great great grandmother used this Singer sewing machine that used to tap. We used to pedal, had a pedal to make the thing work, to make the sewing machine work. They will buy it. They will say, hey, I like that. How much you want? Why don't you sell it? And they'll be like, no, I don't want to sell it. Like, come on, sell it, sell it. Come on, I want it. I like to have it. I tell you what, they'll start playing mind games with you. They'll say, because they know chances are most black people don't have this type of money. I'll give you $20,000 for it. The first thing comes to your mind is like, $20,000 for this old thing? And they're like, you don't realize this is a masterpiece. This is antique. This is a part of history. You don't realize the money that I give you is value for this machine. You're not knowing the history of that machine. All you know is that my great 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 grandmother had this machine. But at the same time, it's that $20,000 sound good because you already trying to get certain things in society that you want. So you end up selling that damn machine to this Caucasian man. And guess what he does? He take that machine home and he'll lie to his counterparts, his surroundings, and say, this is what my grandmother, my great 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 grandmother used to use back in Louisiana or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even know his grandmother. But at the same time, the people that are around him don't know that. And then 9 times out of 10, he'll show that shit. And then guess what? He'll end up selling it and getting more money off of that damn thing that you sold to him. And see, that's one thing about us. They'll either brain fuck us about the things that we have in society and take it, or they'll take it and put a patent on it and say that they created it. They have done this shit for some years, boy. I tell you, everything. I'm talking about even the inventions that most black men have made, like the cotton gin and you know what I'm saying, the street light, the signal light, the fire hydrant, the fire trucks. There's no black person's face on these businesses that created these things. It's because they're not going to tell, they don't want the new generation to know that black people have created their way of life. And if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have the life that they have. Welcome back, brother. He back. Our prince. But anyway, so when you see that with Eric Monty basically creating those TV shows.
Okay, y'all. Well, I've been on it for y'all, nigga. Well, you didn't the last time. I got to end why listen. I've been on it for y'all.
Oh, let me go to commercial, y'all, because I got to be talking too loud to hear us what we talking about. So let me hold y'all hold that thought, and I'll be right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're back. I had to have a little conversation with a brother of mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him anonymous. He basically gave me the rundown on some shit that happened to us back here, and that's all I need to say. And I'm not gonna go no further with it. But anyway, bro, what did you think about this situation with brother Monty, man?
He got screwed over.
You there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. He got screwed over, bro.
Oh, you know, when I watch that video, I think about when they did how they did brother Nick Cannon about calling them out when Brother Griff was saying what he was saying.
Yeah.
And they get Nick Cannon about calling them out or whatever the case may be. And the rabbi guy came on there. And the reason why he did that shit was because they knew Nick Cannon basically had that Wildin' Out TV show. And they had the Wildin' Out money. So it's like, nigga, you know not to cross boundaries with us because you getting our money. Because they never wanted to have a debate with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan because they hate his goddamn guts because he called it the way he see it and don't give 10 shakes of a fat rat's ass about it.
Yeah.
But like I say, when the minister was calling these folks out, I didn't know about it. I mean, because like I say, you hear this and that and other, you know, you start hearing about, well, you know, he had something to do with the death of Malcolm X and whatever the case may be and all this old shit. But here's the thing with that. I don't know that, but I do because Malcolm X ain't here to defend himself. So we're going to leave that alone. However, Eric Monty is alive and well, and he got receipts saying what happened to him because of these Jewish guys that robbed him of his creativity. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't to the point that he just sit up there and start making up shit because this man have receipts. He literally said, I done ran all around the city of Los Angeles looking for attorneys to try to get at these motherfuckers for my goddamn money, and I couldn't find nobody. You know why? Bro. Because all them motherfuckers are in cahoots with each other. Oh, bro, I got a phone call, but the other thing about Dark Prince, when he get a phone call, he had to snap up out of there. That's why I be glad when he get his laptop, so that way he can separate his phone from his laptop. But anyway, you know, this ain't to be, you know, shout out to you guys, you know, that, you know, here's the thing right here. I'm not trying to blast out the Jewish community or whatever the case may be. I'm just going by what I see. You know what I'm saying? It ain't by what I hear. I mean, these folks ain't out here just making up stories about these people because there's too many folks be talking about what they have done. I mean, Michael Jackson, God rest his dead, talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Prince had talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, it's a whole lot of people that was in the industry that have talked about the situation with these people, you know. Okay. Oh, you want to come on, bro? Okay, hold on. Let me send you the link because I know you finna get in there. We say when you don't have to own. We say, well, okay, act like I can't read. When you don't have your own and those in power threatening your livelihood, you can confirm. Yeah, that's true. Conform. Yeah, that's true. That's damn so true, because that's the thing that says it off, because they already know that, hey, you asking us to give you money. We ain't asking, we ain't asking you for shit, because we know you ain't got shit. We know we done robbed your ass of your knowledge of self, your name, culture, God, your folk raise, your mores, and all these things. We know that. But at the same time, what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? because we didn't win shit about 10, 15, 20 decades into the paint of destroying of destroying who you once was. So hey, we gonna do what it do. But it's a damn shame, you know. Peace and love to that brother. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I love those TV shows. I grew up off the Jeffersons. I grew up off of Good Times, and I grew up off of, you know, all these TV shows, you know, that was created by that brother. You know what I'm saying? And I still watch those shows today. But the hurting part about it is, you know, I hate the brother didn't get what was due to him. That's the hurting part about this whole fiasco. You know, I mean, because when you think about it, it's just like, you know, I mean, understand. The brother is living on the streets. No, he's not living on the streets. I'm not gonna say he's living on the streets. He's living, well, you can say it's the streets because it's a damn shelter they live in Los Angeles. Versus where Norman Lear, I'm gonna send you the link now, bro. Hold on just a second. Matter of fact, I'm sending it now. You can get ready to click on it. I just sent it to you. You know, you gotta think about it. Norman Lear, kids and his buddies' kids are all living off the high haul of these TV shows that was created by a black man. While this black man living in the shelter, they living in West Hollywood in the Woodland Hill area, Hollywood Hills area, living their best life. While this man is living in the shelter. That shit hurt, man. That shit hurt. My brother from another mother, Judah, has arrived. What's happening, brother? From another mother. Your mic. What's happening, bro?
What's happening? Hey, man. Peace to the family, man. Shout out, man. Big love, man. Major love, man.
I got it.
Big time, man.
You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, my brother Judah's back in the house. Let's give a call, goddammit. Shit. Long time no hear from in this motherfucker.
Hey, man, I'm working in the quarries.
Man.
Just in the background working, brother. I'm in the background working, man.
Oh yeah, man. I had to, you know, I told you I'm always coming up with goodies for this podcast, bro. This is my love. Man. I mean, my DJing is my love, but you know, this talking this knowledge of self shit is my other love. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing about it with me and us, we're not asking for no money. We're not asking for no motherfucking donations. Because I don't believe in scamming nobody for shit. Just sit back and listen and go from there.
Yeah, we ain't no missionaries.
Jesus didn't ask for donations.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. Jesus didn't ask for donations. Right. But they capitalizing the hell out of Jesus, even though I don't believe in the man, but I'm just saying, I believe in the concepts of him being a brother, you know what I'm saying, up under another name, but you know how that is, but we don't go there. But brother, how do you feel about that, man, when you hear about, you know, brother Eric Monty going through the strange in Hollywood like that, being blackballed because of what he created? What's your take on that, bro?
It's interesting too, because out of all the dialogue and the discourse that they was going through, the main thing that jumps out, man, is that they was trying to promote family, unity, and they didn't want to see that coming from people who, according to the consensus mainstream, you niggas were slaves, you niggas don't have no culture, no language. We went over to Africa with all our big guns and ships, and we told the Africans, put them on a boat, and we're going to send them to America, and we're going to make them slaves, and they're going to build America up. Which, when you think about it, and you think about your family, see, the message is in there. When you think about your family, and this is why we go hard, man. I go hard with the genealogy, man. Your family is your family, man. Your family probably didn't go through what somebody else's family went through. Everybody's family ain't went through the same thing. Your mom and your dad, what they worked for, and then your grandmama and your so everybody's family is different. So what happened with the brother when looking at the oppressive state and coming out of Capriti up there in Chicago during that time, right after, come on, let's walk now, 1965. The civil rights movement is in full effect.
I'm with you. I'm behind you. Come on with you.
You know, that's full effect. So coming out of the civil rights era, Dr. King had got killed. All those Black Power movements, the brother coming from Jamaica, he was down there in Mississippi, man, pushing that doctrine about Black Power. You understand what I'm saying? But Stokely Carmichael is from Jamaica. So why is he in America telling the Black Americans something about fight against the white oppressor with Black Power? So saying that to say this is that a lot of our people who are truly for their people got caught up in a hoax about Black empowerment. Stokely Carmichael was an agent. And if you look at the bloodline of these people today, Caribbeans don't really rock with you Americans like that. Y'all think they do, but the people that really lay this shit down, no, brother. When they come to America, they look at you Black niggas that been in here in America and say, hey, why y'all just won't just get along? You live in the greatest country in the world. But what they don't understand is that we built this shit and we have our ancestors built this. So even if they took a deal and said, all right, I'll do that for now, they looking at the future generations because the essence of family still resides deep within them. That's soul shit. That they can't get around that. And that's the most powerful element walking on the planet is the structure of the melanated family. Because once you start doing that and you start reconnecting with your family, then you start see your bloodline, your blood is just amalgamation of all your ancestors. You don't know. We don't know. I don't know. I might be like one of my uncles from, you know what I'm saying, such and such. But that was the whole plan. Marcus Garvey, he's not from America, homie. All these leaders that people idolize, Dr. Ben, these people are not from America. The only somebody that's gonna come and say this is people like Steve Coakley, those guys. But for the most part, the people that brought us and brought me the whole paradigm of, hey, we all Black, brother. The prolific leaders in that, no, they not from America, homie. They not from America, homie.
Right.
They always gonna have an agenda because they got a country to go back to. If America tell them to get the fuck out, all right, guess what? They going back home with their money that they made off of niggas in America. You're gonna sit back and kick and laugh and joke about how they got away. That's the reality of this shit here. It's not even the Jews.
Oh yeah, exactly.
The Jews just got in where they fit in.
Mic check 1 2. Oh shit. Damn. Okay, and now I had to plug up my goddamn power cord. My motherfucker finna say good night. Goddamn.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what they call. That's what podcasts do, man. It's real live in action. Yeah, this real live in action. So yeah.
Oh man. Because I mean, shit. Yeah, she said she remembered that video that you shared about the Jamaican and how they feel about Black people.
And I caught a part of the earlier segment. Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm. No, I was saying I seen the video back here. I want to say where I was at. I think I was in Louisiana. No, I might have been fucking in Georgia somewhere. I don't know. I be rolling so hard, man. I be somewhere where I be watching. Well, I don't be watching while I'm driving, but I have it playing on my laptop while I'm going down the highway. And it, peace and love to the brother Tariq Nasheed. He did a documentary on the Haitians. He did a documentary on
1804.
Hades.
Yeah, 1804.
1804, yeah. Man, that shit, boy, that was deep as a motherfucker, bro. I'm thinking about getting 1804 tattooed on my arm.
Yeah. That's heavy
deep,
work.
Bro. I ain't lie. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I mean, because every time you think about, that's when you think about, like tonight. I call this podcast show tonight Black People's Greatness. See, that's one of the things that they didn't want us to know, that we kicked ass for our freedom and what we believed in. That was normal for us to jump up to White T, because White T was out of his league trying to tell us how to be who he said we should be. When he he's a carbon copy of us. We're not a carbon copy of him. We could never be a carbon copy of him. That's why I say that we are the creators, inventors. We loved and hated at the same damn time on this planet. They want us dead, but they don't realize if every black person was to die on this planet, they going to. Ain't nobody gonna be on this motherfucker if it comes down to that. But that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because if they got to the point where we was getting down to the last drop of black people, you best believe they going down, just like Nino Brown said on Blue Jack City. If I'm going down, all these motherfuckers going down with me. Because that's nature. It has nothing to do with what I say. The way it is. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you say and how you do it, you can try to kill us with all the diseases in the world. You can sit up there and make us kill each other. You can sit up there and make our black women hate us. You can make us, hate the black women. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. At the end of the goddamn day, we still gonna come out victorious. On this planet, goddamn it, we ain't going nowhere. P. Diddy said he had a song called "Bath Boiling for Life," and I take it to heart when he said, "We ain't going nowhere. We ain't go nowhere. We can't be stopped now. This bad boy for life. Shit, we ain't going no goddamn way, motherfucker.
Right.
No matter what you say and what you do.
They ain't going nowhere. No, we ain't going nowhere. But to say, but the whole thing, and it's a lot of other players in the game too, though, brother. It ain't just the white boy. The white boy was more this is American history, man. The biggest people that helped colonize us, bro, black people, brother, from Europe. I'm gonna say that again.
Oh yeah.
The biggest people that helped colonize America are black people, which some people would call Moors. Okay. So people have this misconstruction, but they have this misconstrued. They got it misconstrued because those people didn't come here until the 1800s, mid to late 1800s. It's in the records. It's in the congressional records. It's in the Library of Congress. Their population numbers were heavy up on the north, on the East Coast. They worked their way down south. See, the Southern people are different than the rest of the shit in America. Now I'm gonna shoot this shot right here. Watch this right here. You can go back and look at all the contributions that's been made to America, then out to the world. Most of the people that you're gonna come up on any list, these people are from the southeast, east of the Mississippi, from Mississippi all the way over to Georgia, up into Carolina, Florida, and parts of Tennessee. These people are not from the eastern seaboards. When you talk about the impact and the contributions to the world, these people are Southern black people, man. Your ancestors, my ancestors, some of Sister Lisa's ancestors. This has always been the stronghold. It's the southeastern United States, man. For one, because of geographically, because of the land mass. This is, in my opinion, based on what I know, this is the most fertile soil and land in the continent, in the continental U.S. for sure. But then when you put it side by side with any other civilization in the world, you ain't nobody really fucking with that, dude. Nobody's really dealing with that, because when you look at it, like I said, all them inventions talk about, the traffic light, stop sign, all those things are going to be usually done. And if you look up the history of those people coming out of the South, they may have went up north through migration and for better opportunities, but bro, nothing compares to this piece of landmass below the 31st parallel. You drive trucks,
right?
I got a lot of brothers and sisters I talk with. They in the same industry. Below the 31st parallel, bro, you can put this civilization and what they contributed to the world and the people that came out of it, go all in Hollywood, whoever you want to grab, go across any industry, science, technology, industry, math. They all right there, Chaos. And you're going to see their roots going to trace back to the South, man.
Right.
Their roots going to trace back to the South.
Yeah, I know we was talking about, you know, the Native, you know, the Native American history you was telling me about, you know, in the South, you know what I'm saying, when we talked back here weeks ago. And a lot of the shit that you was telling me, man, blew me out the water but I kind of had that feeling that it was something about the word Mississippi and those counties, you know, even to a lot of those county names like Choctaw, you know, the Tallahatchie and so that's sound in Native American.
Yeah. LaFleur. Where you get LaFleur County from is they there.
Yeah.
They there. All you gotta do is go Google who LaFleur was and what he meant to why is that name, why you got a LaFleur County, Mississippi. All those things, they're gonna either be tied to some kind of Indian culture or some European coming in. But when that European coming in, he's marrying into and becoming part of the indigenous culture of the people. Like my people are chillers.
Yeah, and you know it's funny that you say that because they are. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's funny that you say that, but they'll tell you, like, you know, most white supremacists will be like, I never touched a nigger in my life, but they're a damn lie, because I'm sure Albert Pike and them was fucking black women like crazy back in them days.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, ain't they got a county called Pike County in Mississippi? Here in Mississippi, Pike County.
Yeah,
Albert Pike.
Yeah. And he came down from the northeast. He came down from the northeast. Robert E. Lee is black though.
Yes, sir.
The dude that they put in front of us, Robert E. Lee, black, man. He's a general. He black. My granddaddy fought in the Civil War. He was part of the 8th Regiment.
And they painted him Caucasian like they did Abraham Lincoln, huh?
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln is mixed. He a mulatto. His dad is Indian. His mama white. But he didn't claim his daddy's side. He stuck with his mama's side.
Already know. He's up all day long. Then ain't no getting out of that.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln, all the first 12 presidents. George Washington. George Washington is descended from a guy named by the name of his father. I'm gonna watch this here. Give me a second. Because I was studying all the day, right? I spend about 6-7 hours studying, man. But I get into this shit. But George Washington comes out of his mother's side. They Washingtons, but when they got here, they was Washington. But the first George Washington is a black guy, a Moor, what they would call a Moor. So George Washington, his family, he come out of the lineage. He's mixed. The first 12 of them were mixed. All the first 12 of them, John Adams, Alexander Hamilton. These boys are mixed, man. Some of them are black French. Some of them are black French, what they call Huguenots. they come to America.
Wow.
After they got kicked out of after they got kicked out of England, and they came to America, but they descend from a.
Mm. You learn something new every day, because I didn't know none of this shit. You know, most people would try to argue, like, you know what, I didn't get that when I was in high school. And it's because you got to remember who taught you your history. And you got to understand the word textbook, what the word text means. It means that them books come from the state of Texas. And Texas is what it is. Uh-oh. Judah then disappeared. Shout out to my brother Judah. Hopefully he'll probably pop back in, him and Dark Prince, because they probably take phone call. Let's see. What time we got now? I got about 10 more minutes anyway. I wanted to try, but I know if Judah would have kept chiming in, we'd have been up in here. He would have been going on and on with the knowledge, and that's one thing I love about that brother. He be bringing up some shit that, you know, I would never think about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us would never think about as black people anyway, because we've been taught to believe what they tell you to believe. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to ever know who you are and where you come from and why you at your greatness as a black man and black woman. And it's not being racist, it's about being real. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you have women like Jane Elliott, who is a Caucasian woman, who basically speaks on the racial concepts of American schooling. So, okay, Judah's back. Hold on a second. Okay, bro, you back? I see you snapped off. Oh, we got Dark Prince back in the house. He coming over here too. So yeah, this is gonna go out with a bang. So we're gonna try to give ourselves at least about 25 more minutes, and then we, you know what I'm saying. So that's enough time to go ahead and get it all in. Here we go. Come on in, Dark Prince. Here we is, bro. You back, bro? You got two of the heavy hitters besides myself in here back together again. You know what I'm saying? Dark Prince and brother Judah in his house. Gotta bring on the applause, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. I gotta do my crip walk, goddamn.
Yeah. Turn up one time. Yeah, man. Hey.
No, play it again. We don't get that much.
To LA, man. Yeah, man. From Mississippi to LA, man.
Around there, flag.
Speaking of that
shit, they already sent me a letter.
Hey, speaking of that Mississippi, you know what I'm saying, that Mississippi to California connection. Have y'all heard the David Banner West Side? It was off his Certified album. Hey, did you hear that song before? Battle Cat did it.
You know,
Battle Cat did the soundtrack.
I gotta say it though. Shout out to the brother David Banner. David Banner repped the West and the Dirty South. Even though he's from the Dirty, but he loved the West. He's been in California about 20 years now. Over 20 years now. He's been out there. I didn't even know it, but he had bought. As soon as he got his contract signed with Universal, he was already out in California. But he was still in Mississippi. He was going back and forth. I didn't even know that. Yeah. Shout out to that man. Much love, man. For real.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You know.
But yeah, I was saying though, man, that the American the paradigm is go ahead, brother.
No, you go ahead.
I'm listening. I'm catching up.
So the thing with the American paradigm is most of the people that came here, that are ruling this country, these people, you got white faces now, but a lot of these people that come here, these people came with is one or two things the way you got to America back in the day. You either was coming here sponsored by the church, or you were sponsored by the monarchy, which is the British crown. That's the only way you got. Poor people didn't start coming to America until the late 1800s, when they start bringing in an influx of immigrants coming through Ellis Island. But for most part, these people, when they came here, they were coming on AIDS. I'm gonna sponsor you, and it's still the same thing today. The system that we operate under is no different. Slavery is slavery. You just take the word slavery out and put the word employee up there. If you get into a contract, guess what you done just did? You done indentured yourself. You're in servitude for X amount of years, for X amount of work, blah, 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 blah. It's an exchange of goods and services. And that's the reason why the place is the way it is. But they could not do that on the strength of going to Africa, grabbing some people, coming over here, teaching them how to farm. How they gonna teach them how to farm when they just got here? How they gonna teach them about the land when they just got here? So who taught these people about I guarantee you right now, if this shit is so simple. Pick up right now and you go over to Ireland and you talking about something, yeah, I got money and I'm finna go build me an empire in Ireland. How you gonna get around that? You got to deal with the indigenous people that's there. You don't know what that soil is like. You don't we don't know. You don't know the weather patterns. You don't understand the demographic of. You see what I'm saying? So somebody has to be there who has a prior or previous connection to help walk you through that. That's how colonization works.
Mm-hmm.
We give a lot of credit to. Oh, the white boy did this. No, man. When you trace their lineage back, these people. You trace their lineage back? No, they just the representatives. Just like with the Barclays. The Barclays Center in New York. Y'all thinking that's white people. Them black Europeans over in goddamn Ireland, man. They rich as fuck. But they done got in cahoots. But see, this is what I'm saying with America. America is ruled by two people, black Europeans and white Europeans. Let's get this shit clear. And Indians who sold out.
Ain't that
people that was already here. If you in America and you ain't got pure indigenous bloodline, you're gonna have one of three strains. Nigga, you're gonna be mixed with either a black European or Indian. You're gonna be white European and Indian and black European, but you're gonna have those three strains. It's 5% of the population, if you want to be specific. In America, they got African strain. 5%. And you got to find them people. West Africa in the 1800s. West Africa in the 1800s. They told you we came from West Africa. In the 1800s, West Africa still ain't got shit. Ain't nothing over there, brother. So how these Hebrews come from our way out of North Africa, go down into West Africa, that shit drives a desert, man. The Yoruba, the Fulani, all those are tribes that are created, just like they created Choctaw, Chickasaw, all the 5 tribes in America. They got the same system over in West Africa. These are the same people. They're the same people, Brother Steve. They're the same people. Coming down out of Europe after the Moors got their ass kicked out of Spain. After they got kicked out of Spain, where was they gonna go? They weren't going back.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Now, early in the show, I actually have to bring that point up that you just brought up about Portugal and Spain. Now, King Ferdinand of Spain, Queen Isabella, King Charles of Portugal. 1492, when Columbus was selling the ocean blue, certain people was getting kicked out of the country because their influence was being so strongly felt by the citizens, the natives of that country. It has been through historical document that there was a man named Yahya ben Yehuda who had a descendancy from the royal line of David, who started the surname, last name that is, of Negro. This is documented fact. You go check it out. slave boys just down yours. Yeah.
Now let me ask you about him. All right, that's one line, right? So yeah, that's one line. So from that one line, if that's documented on record, that means that every person who is descendant of that lineage, because they keep meticulous records, indigenous people. That's why black people operate in America today. We operate off word of mouth. All this writing down shit and keeping shit like that, it's European doctrine. That means that every black person would have to at least attribute their lineage back to that. Don't get to America and say, oh, they lost the records. They trying to fool us. No, nigga, they already told us we were slaves and we came from Africa. So I don't need to tell you and hide and be like, oh, you're not African, and give you some old washed up game. I can just put on the records, African, boom, 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 because I'm keeping track of everybody else. Why, when I hit the shores of America, you all of a sudden disappear?
Ain't that something?
This is the trick of the game. When you are of a certain lineage coming out of Europe, because they had to keep that record because of the British colony. The French Huguenots, these are black French. I have one in my lineage. The Langton line. You see what I'm saying? They go all the way back, bro. I'll pull up right now. I got it all screenshotted. I'm on Family Search. I'm on fold3.com with my great grandfather. I got my other side, which is my great grandmother, my third great grandmother, Susan Howell. Her father, okay, is Owen Dillard. Owen Dillard is the son of Nicholas Dillard. Nicholas Dillard married Mary Lewis. Mary Lewis go back, and this is coming into 15. This is coming out right at the end of the 1500s. The Dillard line of my family, and this is all direct descendants, male, female. This ain't no cousins, no nothing. All the way back down from that to my mama and me, all the way back up to my grandmama. Some of them are black Europeans. Some of them are white Europeans. My bloodline is my bloodline. The doctrine of Islam, Judaism, Christianity, Hebrewism, all that came in the 1800s. There's no people in America that ever subscribe to a religion. We pick those things up. Just like I was talking to the OG the other day. He from New Jersey. He said, man, I'm an Indian, but I'm a Christian. Our people pick those doctrines up. There are 640 food crops indigenous to America. Africa has 600. 640 food crops are indigenous to America. Africa has 600. They got it from America, brother. All the records are over here, all the Akashic records. I can look at you, I can look at Chaos, I can look at Sister Lisa, and I can tell if you got what European lineage you got. I can tell if you got black Scottish, you black Irish, but you ain't no African though. Ain't nobody in Africa.
That's my
ain't nobody in Africa look like you.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you know,
we look better than them. We got more culture.
You know, bro, Steve. Hey, Dark Prince has said this to me back here because we had a conversation about that. Because I was saying, like, these guys come over here from Africa and they act like they see the devil in their eyes when they come down to us because of what they've been told about us. They treat us just like Caucasian, racist Caucasian people treat us.
Yeah.
And Dark Prince said it clearly. He said it clearly as a CD. He said, them people are not us.
Man, we not them people,
man. Yeah, of course they don't. Yeah.
But listen. Let me respond, you know what I'm saying, to Judah. Because my thing is he's right in all that. Because if you still go back further, Judah was spread out to the four corners of the globe. So we all over the place. That's the thing about it. You will get your lineage that way because we're spread out. If you read your scripture, it says, and I'm gonna have to gather Judah in the end time because they're spread out to the four corners. So yeah, you're gonna have people that run through there because we was on the run. We wasn't all central. We were centralized once before, but after, you know what I'm saying, breaking laws, you know what I'm saying, that's when things went wrong. And my thing is, there's no other book on the planet because, I mean, you bring up the natives, true enough, but I've also seen a book whereas it's Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, slave owners and black slaves. This is actually written public of what was actually going on.
Hold on right there, Aki. Hold on right there. Natives are those people that you're talking about, but those people are not American Indians. Those people have been given that title. Okay,
I didn't say that was the right title.
Okay, those people that they see today, those people are descendants are descended from the Chi dynasty, who brought their slaves over here in the 1800s. Right? They building the railroad out west because that's where the oil was at. They got to get across the Mississippi. They got to get back across the Mississippi. That's why you see in a phenotype, Asians and Mexicans look alike. And you say, God damn, he like a Chinese. If he speaks Spanish, if he don't speak Spanish and he stand beside by a Chinese, you think he a Chinese. But that's where, and now here's where the plot thickens. That's why China has always been in America's ass, because they had a backdoor deal. And now China is working with the cartel. See, these people, man, these people have always tried to come for the promised land. What we read in scriptures, a Hebrew, that's why I keep telling, a Hebrew is not, to be Hebrew by bloodline, you have to trace yourself all the way back to the Jacobites. Bro, I'm a Hebrew by spirit, not by blood. That's not, my bloodline is American Indian, man.
Okay.
Those doctrines were only brought here in the 1800s. There were never no Hebrews in abundance like that in West Africa. They didn't take a bunch of Hebrew slaves from West Africa, put them on a boat, go down past Brazil, drop all them Africans off, hit Jamaica, then come off, and then Judah ends up in America. That ain't how that goes. No. Hebrew is a spiritual system. The bloodline Hebrews, they can trace their line. They are Jacobite. I'm a Hebrew by spirit. That's why these guys that be up in New York with all this shit, those dudes are Hebrew by spirit. They ain't Hebrew by blood.
Hold on, Judah. Hold on, Judah. Dark Prince wanted to say something. What you finna say, bro?
Hey, my apology, bro. Bro, we passionate about this.
You good. You good. Listen, me and
nigga, I thought you
my
was
brother
start
right
crying.
here,
Goddamn way you was looking. I was like, what the fuck wrong with this?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. We got a serious moment going. You know what I'm saying? Me and KL had a conversation about this thing before, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and
sir.
a lot of things that we pick up as far as knowledge, you know what I'm saying, it frustrates, you know what I'm saying, our subconscious deep down, because we still have a, you know what I'm saying, a resting answer to satisfy us.
Yes, sir.
So I can feel what you're coming from on a lot of things. But, and you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, you continue to study to show yourself approved.
That's right. 2 Timothy 2:15.
Okay. So.
Oh, yeah.
I see that you also took on a Hebrew name, which is Judah. What significance does it have to you if you still bear the name?
Well, because I can tie Judah into praise. There's a tribe in America. They had the name Yahweh before anybody. These other dudes came over here, man. These people, but they spell it Yawe. See, the great thing about
it. That's the thing about it. Check it. Ancient Hebrew never had no E-I-O-W or V in it. Those are what the modern people over that way came up with.
Brother Steve, don't let them crackers fool you with colonization telling you that Hebrew is the most powerful language on the planet. Everybody don't use it no more. No, it don't matter what they don't use. The essence of the spirit of the language is still there, whether it's modern, ancient, or paleo. The point about Hebrew is that when you look at the Hebrew language, every biochemical element on the earth, every physiological system that's working, every numerical system that's working, every geometrical system that's working in the universe, you can only find it in the Hebrew language. Damn, if they say Yahweh, I say Yahweh, or I say Yuhe Wavhe. because it's
That's the
about
thing about it.
That's why I was asking.
That's the thing about it. That's confusion. That's enemy talk right there from the spiritual realm. Because the thing about it, the Most High is not gonna never make it complex like that. He's gonna make it simple and plain.
No, it's not complex. It's not complex. It's the utterance. It's the tonal thing. Black
You just
people
said
have
the key
a
point
voice.
right there. You just
Black
said the key point right there about it, the utterance and the pronunciation of words. So it does matter on how you say things because it loses its translation.
No, because what we say in the South, people in the Midwest got a different way. It's just dialect, and that's environmental. People in the Northeast, them is still my brothers and sisters, but because they talk with a more crisp tongue, does not negate the essence of the spirit. So some people say mommy, I say my mama. So does that take away from the fact that she's still my mom?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you say mommy or mama, it don't matter. You still speaking English. That does not negate the native language that's being spoken right there. That's just a dialect derivative of it. Just like
It's
street
the essence
language
of the
is.
individual,
It's still
brother,
English.
what I'm saying. It's the essence of the individual. Because somebody who has a bad relationship with their mama, when they say they mama, where it comes from, it's a
What I'm
spirit
saying,
thing.
what I'm saying is whether you in English and they say mother, whether you here saying mama, where you know what I'm saying, they up there east saying moms, you know what I'm saying, a mom dukes, it's still an English language. It's not another language. It's the same base language. It's just a derivative form of where you is as far as regional wise.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, you haven't gotten past. You haven't gotten past. You know what I'm saying? We still speaking the same language.
But if this is how God, this is how the Godhead works.
Young dude. I was gonna say it's a young guy. I wish I had the song, but he basically breaks down the genealogy of our as what they consider back in the 70s jive talk, you know what I'm saying? Our own language, you know what I'm saying? Like we say, "What's up, Joe?" in Chicago. They say, "What's up, homie?" in California, you know what I'm saying? And then it gets down south. "What's up, Shouty?" You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say I get all this. All this shit's still the same, but it's just in a different region.
All this shit is still the same. Dad, you're right, Chaos. That's what is different about language. With the indigenous people, it doesn't matter how the European came and tried to colonize it and put a twist on it. When you go back to the essence of it, they cannot trick us with they cannot trick us with language. It's because we read it one way, but our interpretation is slack because guess what? Most niggas ain't finna read the dictionary. We're gonna come up with our own ways, our own way of what it means.
Yeah.
Like they took the word slide. They took the word slide, and then slide now means what? If I say I'm gonna slide on somebody, you see how an innocent thing slide means to.
Yeah.
And we think about slide. You see the trickology in that.
Yep. Even with the police, I mean, we call them one time where I come from. Y'all call them 5-0 or 12 or whatever the case may be, or the pigs.
That is cultural stuff, bro. Africans don't have that. The only people that can take a language and do the things we do is because, bro, we are God's people. But the Hebrew story is not about Africans. It's about the people that's here. That's them. These are black people from Europe and Africa trying to tell a story about people in America. They just gave them Hebrew names. That's the trick bag. That's why Kemet people, that's why when the Hebrews battled Kemet, that's why they can't get around it. And they tell you that the Hebrews were never in Egypt. No, because they wasn't. The Hebrews are the people in America. That's just the African way of saying about the Americans, bro. Those stories are about the people over here, bro. It's not about no people in Africa who got colonized and jumped on a boat and a white man took them and brought them here and made them slaves and beat them on their back for 500 years. And they just they were calling on the Most High. Man, the Most High ain't like that, man. That's the craziest shit in the world, man.
Why are you upset about that, bro? Tell us why you're mad. Tell us why you're mad.
No, I'm not upset. It's
No,
passion.
that's Judah right there. I don't give a fuck with nobody. I love my brother.
Bro, when they talking about Judah, bro,
Hold on. Let him get it out. Let him vent. I want to hear him vent. I want to hear him vent,
black
baby.
people in Africa that they call in Judah. The black people in Africa.
What you got? What?
What you doing, dog?
Brother Steve, the black people that they saying are Judah in Africa, right? That's supposedly
they're not in Africa. You said exactly what they here.
They always been here. They always been here. That's why Columbus them came over here, man.
Now remember what I said earlier? We were talking about the year 1492. I said Columbus sailed at midnight. You know, the ocean's blue. We were still in Portugal and Spain getting kicked out. We wasn't over here.
No.
That was
a portion
that's
of
historical.
People. Yeah, but that's from one person's point of view.
No, this is historical fact because check it. You go to Lisbon, Portugal. There's a church that's there in the square. It's a place where they burned our people alive because they would not revert over to Roman Catholicism. It's a landmark that's there to this day in Portugal. That says that we were there. They have graves of us there. They have graves of our forefather that goes back to 427 BC in Israel. They dug up the DNA. It matches ours.
Oh,
that's the thing about it. You can't
now. I was rocking with you until you went to you did the typical Pan-African thing. You went to try to use DNA. You went to try to use DNA. No,
they
brother,
listen?
these people use records.
Hold on. From a street standpoint. From a street standpoint, we know that on the street. So if we get into any type of situation,
when they book us in jail, from a street standpoint, when they book us, what they gonna make? What they have you do through the process? Your name got to be documented as being a prisoner, a captive. They got to have you on record.
Okay, and you didn't do it. And you say, wait, check it out. You didn't do it. So guess what you looking for right now to prove your point? What you gonna tell them? Check the DNA.
Nah, man, they can't tell me who my mama is. I know my mama because she alive. I don't know who my third great grandmama is because I tell these people no. It's because they documented it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You're on another track from what I'm talking about right now. What I'm saying is I'm on a scenario. You in jail, but you didn't do the cause whatever they said they got the charge on you on. So you already know because I didn't do it. The only thing that's gonna set you free is the DNA evidence because you know that's not gonna be mine. That was my point.
Yes, sir. You're right. That's forensic pathology. That's trying to tie you to a crime. But once you get outside of living bodies, in order for me to verify who my great grandmother is, I got to go down and exhume the body and dig it up, and then I got to let these people perform a DNA test.
Well, you think you got Ancestry.com so you're able to do what you're doing right now?
Records.
Exactly. DNA evidence.
The United States Census. The historical congressional records.
We know we can't trust the census because Bill Clinton them, and back in the day, you remember when Bush was running against, you know what I'm saying, John Kerry? And he told the folks down in Florida because Bud, his brother, was running it down in Florida. They had dead people's records up saying they voted. So we can't go by what the census say. We got to go by the DNA evidence and say what does it trace you back to?
Yeah, true. But let me check this out. So if they pulling dead people's records, you're making the whole point. History is documented. That's the way nations work. That's the way governments work. There's nothing you're going to do on this earth. If you go to the United Nations and you try to tell them, if I go there now and I say I'm a Hebrew, they're going to say, okay, how can you prove it? If you put a slide up there, brother, if you put a slide there, these people need paperwork because that's how you get paid from your job. That's how you know who your child is. Word of mouth means nothing in America because it's the system that's set up. But this system in America that was set up is part half and half. The people who conquered America and rule America, most of these people are mulattoes, brother. The white boys you see now are just figureheads. But when you trace their money back, go look at their last name, brother.
I got one question.
I just was on a live. I just was on a live with a brother from near the Yuma, Mississippi, a couple of days ago. Guess what his last name is? McCullough. Who you know from Pantherburn, Shockey County? How many McCulloughs you know? And this brother here from McCullough. I'm gonna throw it back to you. The brother name is Steve McCullough. I used to play against him. I used to play against him in Little League. Yeah, we used to ball against them niggas in Little League. The McCulloughs, they right there in Pantherburn, right outside of near the Yuma, right there.
Oh no!
But guess what, bro? Guess what? With his genealogy, hey Chaos, watch this bomb here. Guess what? With his genealogy and this man here, bro. Guess what? He was on the line the other day. They got 30,000 living descendants. His uncle was one of the first black Europeans to buy land in near the Yuma, but the white boy was down there. But he was a black European who had money. He was self-made.
Wow.
That shit blew me away, bro. In the mess, man, my people from near the Yuma, Mississippi.
Damn.
Bro, your genealogy is your family. If I'm a real Hebrew, my bloodline gonna show it because they coming out of Europe and Africa. They gotta trace them. That's the only way you get to America. You don't get to America on no humbug and have records. Slaves don't have records in America. If you're a slave in America, that means you have a check mark. You are a number. Only real people in America have that.
Here's the beautiful thing about,
check this video out right quick, y'all.
Let me respond to him right quick.
Let me show this video right quick. Okay. I want to show this video as soon as you get through. Hold on. Go ahead.
That bro Steve right
Go
out.
ahead, Dr.
Being in the Navy, the thing about was I was also, on the ship. It's not about, two things when you pull in the ship. When you pull in the ship, only thing that they want to know what's going on, what's the weight of the cargo, what are the, the names of the product of the cargo, and do you got your license?
Check.
Now the thing about it is, when you go through the ship's manifest, they have to report exactly who we have here. Now, when it came down to the Hebrew slaves being shipped over, as you say, did not happen. If you go to slavevoyages.org, the historical, website to check out, that's public for everybody. The cargo they had over there, because the people did not understand how to talk with these people because we did not speak the same language. So the thing about it was like, well, get the names down for us. And the thing about it is we'll count off the names that's on the paper. That's how we know how many people we have on the ship, because we can't talk with them. Portugal and Spain and the Arabs are doing business.
Yeah.
All they know is right now at the time frame is the English pound, which is doing the currency of the world. So money is talking, not the people.
Right.
And you've seen plenty of pirate ships where they were sitting in circles, nobody saying that, but everybody gesturing with fingers. That's how folks get down. And they put their money or their gold or whatever it was in the center, and everybody's looking like, yeah, let me get 3 of those, and everything's good. Because language is not the barrier. It was like, what money do you have? So going back to slave boys.
Yeah. You're right, brother. You're right on that. Bro, you right on point. But feel me on this. I'm just filling in the gaps with when you drop your drop, I'm just filling in the gaps to show you that it ain't just the white people, bro. Our colonizers are people that look like you and me, homie.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
If you go back to the name, anybody that has a name with like Mac Knight, bro, I could go through anybody's genealogy in Hollandale and I can trace it back and I can tell you exactly where your people come from, bro. I can tell you who Mac Knights are. I can tell you who my cousin Squirrel Johnson. I can tell you how they lineage run, bro. It goes back to your bloodline. No, bro, my family accepted Christianity. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, brother Steve. My family accepted Christianity coming off my mother's side, going back into the 1700s, coming out of Thomasville, Georgia. My people in Thomasville, Georgia, in the 1700s, when you look up the population and the demographics of that area, bro, the slaves ain't there, bro. These are Indian people dealing with Europeans, bro. They have children. The people that got enslaved are people who said, "Hey, man, I need to work," because that's the system that was under. You had indigenous people co-opting and making deals with black Europeans, with white Europeans. So what my family did may not affect your family, but the overall government was, hey, if you out here on these streets, in these Indian streets, and you ain't got your paperwork, they're gonna take your ass captive. And they kidnap children, they kidnap women because they were the most vulnerable. And yes, they took them hostages and created slaves out of them. But for the most part, America is built on the fact that there was an intelligent people already here. There are tens of thousands of pyramids east of the Mississippi, from Cahokia all the way down into Louisiana, all the way up into Ohio at the Serpent Mounds, all the way back down to the Ocmulgee Mounds. All these people are black people. All these people ain't slaves, man. Your family is your family, brother. My family is Japanese family.
I hear your point.
So we have to go back.
My thing is.
Well, let me show this video. Right?
Go ahead. I got to step in the bathroom just a second.
No, I didn't want to show this. Okay, I just want to show this quick clip right quick what this brother was saying about, you know what I'm saying, about us.
No disrespect to my brother on the other continent. My focus is right here where I'm at. I'm in North America. Been here. This man has been putting his foot in our ass religiously. And he ain't stopping. The reason why he ain't stopping because none of you want him to stop. As long as you get your car and your home and your money and your family is all right, you ain't worrying about it. But I got a news flash for you. It ain't about you or your family. This is about a nation.
Facts!
And if the black man gets eliminated, the planet will self-destruct. This is yours. It was given to you by the supreme architect. Y'all want to give the credit to the aliens, the extraterrestrials. You want to go backwards in time. You want to act like you don't want to be the black man in America that you are because he's an ex-slave and he in the worst condition. Of course he is. But he's the only one still inventing. In his worst condition, he has invented every object that y'all play with, your cell phone, your traffic light, your cars, your whip. He is the only one still doing this today.
Bro, yes. And he'll tell you. He had another video with Sarnetta. Bro, that man is of Indian descent. You know what I'm saying? He told brother Reggie that. He told brother Reggie that shit. Back early in the back. Yeah, bro. He told Reggie that. I know Uncle Reggie's genealogy. Jabari. Jabari is a black European, man. These are Pan-African scholars who brought this. Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben. These people and and the thing with Dr. John Clark is he from Alabama. He from Union, Alabama. And they went up there and got them the degree. Professor James Small.
Hold up.
All these people.
Dark Prince done. He snapped, he jumped off.
Yeah. That bro smoke. That truth is real. You find your family, or you're gonna perish in this shit, man. Your family is your family.
I don't know if he jumped off or what the hell.
Nah, he said peace out.
He got on down.
Yeah, he said peace out. Let bro smoke. He got to think about that. But we bringing truth to power over here, man.
Well, shout out Prince, man. I hope he don't feel no type of way or whatever. But you know, I mean, this is the thing right here. You know, because I'm gonna get ready, wrap it up anyway. I'm about to go and get out because I'm gonna go out here and holler at old classmate Goat. You know, he got the club down here. He wanted me to come down and chill with him for a bit. And by me being back in town since I've been gone, you know, I've been going away from Hollandale about 7-8 weeks, some shit like that. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I can tell you that. But I'm gonna say this here. We can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Ain't no rights or wrongs in the conversation. It's just all about us learning different things. That's what we call it. It's just our opinion. You know, regardless of how you feel, we still got to learn how to respect each other's opinion, regardless if we agree or not.
Yes.
You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Because see, me, I made this platform. Shout out to Lisa Pam. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't leave her out because she's a part of this show. Because if it wasn't for her back here, this podcast would have never came up. Because she have always said, you know, if you got, you know, the knowledge that I have, you know, Dark Prince had, well, it's you, Judah. You know, we need a platform. So we built this platform up from just bullshitting around on Facebook Live. Now we at a big platform, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to StreamYard. But anyway, you know, we went from Facebook to motherfucking Zoom. Now we over here StreamYard. And you know what I'm saying? Then I add me some sound effects and all the little goofy shit, you know. I mean, just to add a little fun and a little flavor to the show. But, you know, back to the point of having each other's opinions, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I learned a whole lot from you, and I learned a whole lot from Dark Prince, you know what I'm saying? And many others that been chimed in on my podcast, you know what I'm saying? You know, our podcast. I'm just gonna say ours. I'm not gonna just say me, because everybody, all y'all are part of this. You know, shout out to, you know, Alamo. You know, I ain't hollered at Alamo in a minute. He's a part of the podcast too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the thing is, a lot of times we get caught up in our ways because sometimes we feel like, you know, it's a competitional thing, but it's not a competition. It's not. It's never been a competitional thing. We need to cut off with this competitional bullshit, thinking that, you know what I'm saying, we got a point to prove to each other. We shouldn't have to feel like that with each other because they already kicking our ass right and center, left and right, up and down. But
yes, sir.
You know, but I understand that sometimes we get a little passionate, a little emotional, and we go there. But you know, it's okay to listen to each other's opinions because that's why I call it's just our opinion. It's not just, you know, it's my opinion, fuck your opinion podcast. You know what I'm saying? If it was that, this shit would be we probably get more views than we get now. Because everybody because this country was based on, you know, war and messy and this trauma and
that's the way it was built. It was built like that. Right. It was built.
It was created. Capitalism, racism is a part of capitalism. If it wasn't no racism in this country would be probably drop dead broke. They make money off of stupidity, all stupidity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, more of the story is, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you from a real man point of view, you know, I can't speak for Dark Prince. I love my brother, you know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking from how I feel. You know, I appreciate you in every way, bro.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because like I said, man, you know, I knew you just as long as I knew Dark Prince. You know what I'm saying? We all went to school at Simmons High School, you know, back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying?
Prince, he in there, man. Let me say this too. Let me say this. No, he in there. He's in there when it comes to that knowledge. He's in there. He's in the game. But what, like, man, you like I spoke with you. The only part that we have to now fill in though is the gaps. Bro, once you get back to your family and you start walking back down that line, bro, I am the same people my people are, bro. A Doberman Pinscher, I don't give a fuck if he never remembers he's a Doberman Pinscher. Once he get back around Doberman Pinschers, his natural nature is going to kick in. He can hang around Chihuahuas, whatever, but put him in a pack of Dobermans. His natural instinct is going to kick back in. It's no different than the same thing if once you get back to your family and you see, oh man, because everybody in your family ain't Christians, bro. My family is half Christians. So how am I believe in Hebrew and tell them that they wrong for believing in Christianity? Hey man, listen, it's just all that shit was brought here. All that shit was brought here, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. They whole
yeah,
system.
you know, I mean, this is like me. You know, I respect all religions, but I just tell people with the things that I know about certain religions, I try not to even have a religious conversation with certain people because I know that I'll rub them the wrong fucking way because of things that they don't think they know. They really don't fucking know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I mean, just like what you were saying about like we going off the African narrative because that's all we've been talking about. You know, even back in the 90s, we were wearing an African medallions and we was happy Mandela got out of prison and all this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when it's all said and done with the same African people that we was showing love to and representing, these motherfuckers come over
shit on us, bro.
Shit on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Shit on us,
and
bro.
you know, I'm not gonna say all of them. I'm not gonna say all of them because I did meet a brother when I was in San Antonio back here a couple of months ago, and he was from he's from Africa. He was from Nigeria, and he came over here in the Reagan administration. So he basically like knew the deal on white supremacy in this. Yeah. So him talked it like pure brothers. You did. So he was because every time we talk, white people walk by. He would be quiet. He don't say shit. He just look at these motherfuckers because he be like, "What the fuck is this?" I mean, you know. And the guy be like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" Like, yeah. But anyway,
you got to find.
He start talking back. And I was like, you know, and then I was like, and I started laughing, and I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Brother," he said, "I know where you're finna go with me." He said, "But I've been in America for almost 40 years now." He said, "When I came here up under the Reagan administration. I didn't come here over here. Now they're very lost. They don't even have the understanding on black life in America." He said they just go off of what they basically programmed them to go by before they get on the plane coming this way. Cause see, like I said before, and motherfuckers was thinking I was just talking shit. I'm not saying like that I'm making this shit up, Judah, by saying that they don't go to the embassy. They report to the embassy, to the U.S. embassy before they come to America to get information to say, you know, when you come to the United States, don't fuck with them niggas over in the United States because they crazy. Fucked up in the head. They don't know no better. They're disrespectful and this and that and other, yada yada yada. If you want to live an American dream in America. That puts in them subconsciously in those Africans' mind to come over here and treat them the same way like every other nation's treated. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And that's why when I hear I'm getting me an African, go and get you one. Because they are very aggressive ass people. And you gonna listen to them, because if you don't listen to them, they're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
exactly.
I mean,
they gonna whoop your ass.
Lisa said right here. They came with that guy, and I mean, even to the fact where it was one African brother I met. No, it was a Haitian brother I met from Hades when I was in Washington State, and he was talking about these white folks like they weren't even standing right there in line with us because had to stand in line to turn our paperwork in to get ready to for appointment time to hit a door, a dock door at this this supermarket distribution center in Olympia, Washington, which is Fred C. Myers. Fred C. Myers is a Kroger company. You know, Kroger's got all these different supermarkets around the country, but they don't call them Kroger's. They call them something else, locally, but they're Kroger. But we was checking in, and he was talking cash money shit about white folks. And this white dude looked back at him like he wanted us to whoop his ass, but he didn't want that smoke. Because he probably would have goddamn went motherfucking Nat Turner on his ass. But he was like, these fucking crackers, I tell you, man, they fucked up. They got us fucked up in this country, man. And I just don't know what to say. Sometimes I just want to just fuck them up so bad. I'm like, I'm just looking like, man. I was like, bro, I feel you though. And I was just looking over at the white folk, and I was laughing my ass off. And then white motherfuckers like wanted to say, "What this guy?"
Hey.
Shut up. They didn't want that. They didn't want that. They didn't want that smoke. They knew he wasn't from here because they was like, "This motherfucker here talking straight cash money."
Hey, KR.
But he, I mean,
hey, bro, check
Yeah.
your messenger. Check your messenger. And I think it's only just me, you, and Sister Lisa, a couple of people. Check your messenger. Go get that document and put that document up. It's a document I sent you. A document. This is Library of Congress. This is congressional records. See, at some point, we got to move past belief into knowing. It's what's documented on record. Talking about, I got a car, but that bitch ain't got no license and insurance. No, nigga, that's some people car. Because you get caught out there riding with it, guess what they going to say? Impound. This is a society of records, man. Black people do that naturally. Our natural inheritance, we pass by word of mouth. But niggas say, hey, man, I'll come back and pay you next week. Well, I might be in Memphis when you meet me. I don't know where you from. Indigenous people always been moving around.
Right.
And black people coming out of, especially out of Mississippi, our migration patterns, you're going to follow the same path your ancestors follow. And they're going to follow the same path. It's no different. Highway 61 is an old Indian route, taking you clean up to the Midwest. That's a trade route, but they turn it into a U.S. highway. That's how you get to Chicago. That's an old Indian trade route. I-20, I-10, 75, 95. These are all old Indian pathways, man. Our people been through this shit, man. Ain't that, man?
Well,
we ain't them people.
We're going to have to get on that. I was gonna say we're gonna have to get up on that document later because I'm gonna try to go and get up out of here. But like I say, you know what? Like I said, bro, man, we're gonna have to go ahead and do that goddamn ancestry shit that you was telling me about, man. We gotta go ahead and put that down. You did? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna let you hold the steering wheel. I'm gonna sit on the passenger side and let you just roll that motherfucker. You did? Because I know the shit that you was showing me and telling me, yeah, because you got the receipts to it, and we're gonna pull that shit up, bro. Because we want to do this ancestry thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if it just be me and you, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Dark Prince or anybody else want to chime in, okay? It's all right with me. You did? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and shut this thing down. Give myself 5 minutes because I'm gonna go down here and get me a goddamn drink. I ain't had a drink in a while. But shout out to Brother Judah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that ancestry thing going. Anyway, as always, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he said his phone died. Yeah, I see you kicked off like goddamn. Did I run you away too, nigga? No, I'm just playing. I know I didn't run you away either, nigga. No. Already, bro. Already. Much love to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure when you're on here, bro. We always have good conversation. All of us. You, me, you, Dark Prince. You know what I'm saying? And many others that didn't chime in. You did. But, you know, I mean, like I say, we can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. That's just, I mean, it's our opinion, regardless of how this shit turn out, you know? I mean, but shit, I mean, even sometimes we get in our feelings and we get mad. To keep from getting mad, we just, we up out of there. Get mad, you know what I'm saying? But we hold back, you know, because we don't want to have no kind of disagreement on that type of level. You dig? But yeah, appreciate it, Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it wasn't for you, you know, putting it in my head, you know, back here years ago, this podcast would have never came about. You did. Y'all pull up Big Chief University sometime. Okay, I'll check them out. All right, now it's 9:43. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here podcast. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to you guys that's watching tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go down here and chill with my cousin Chopper, DJ Chopper, and them down there, you know, drinking and what, playing some music and stuff. I ain't played no music in a while. I don't know. I might play a little bit tunes on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, all I be doing is just want to just chill back and just listen to the music. I can cut my music up now. Okay. Yeah, I remix Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, that's my shit. Yeah, I remixed that. I love that. That's my, even though they copyright my ass for this shit, but I don't give a fuck. They don't know it. Fuck it. He used to play the Frankie Beverly. We Are One. Bro, you trying to get me shut down? Well, you can't. I can't get shut down on YouTube. I can get shut down on Facebook. Facebook is when you have a vision, you have to do it. That's right. That's true. Yeah. Now, bro, if I had to play that when I'm DJing, because if I play it on Facebook, you know how Facebook is. Facebook is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Right? Facebook and Instagram is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. They be watching and listening, trying to catch on to the algorithm of songs and stuff that they say is copyrighted. You know, you can't play it because it don't. Because it's, you know, it's somebody else's stuff. But we've been about, I ain't gonna go into copyright foolery shit. We Are One. Yeah, I know that song there, bro. But I ain't gonna play it because it's up under Universal, and they will flag me on Facebook. They won't flag me on YouTube, but they'll flag me on Facebook. True. So I'm just trying to keep it kosher. But I'm gonna go ahead and get about this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys once again for showing up on this, you know, the podcast, Dark Prince, my brother Judah, as well as my brother Brian Williams. His audio was kind of boo-boo, but he was here listening and you know, and trying to chime in a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show a couple of videos like I always do before we get up out of here. But as always, you already know, I don't know, I might do a rant Wednesday. It all depends, because I'm gonna try to stay in Mississippi until Wednesday, because I got to do some things around the house and stuff like that before I get back out. Because next time I come back to Mississippi again, it will be almost the end of September. It will be gone for a while because I got to get my money up, because I got things I got to do. But my cousin Chopper will be here. Like I say, we're trying to keep the peace around this motherfucker. Because the way I felt, this right here was about to be my best friend. This ain't no goddamn toy. So I'm just letting y'all know, chaos ain't bullshit. I could be your best friend or your worst enemy. Just know it. But anyway, much love and respect to my people. I love you guys. Y'all be easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Do the crazy. But bro, you already know, man. I'm a crazy motherfucker. They didn't call me chaos for nothing. But anyway, let me get about this thing, man. I'm gonna show a couple of videos and then I'm getting up off of here. Much love and respect to y'all guys. Y'all have a good night. Be safe, be easy. Don't do nothing now.
Nor can we let the government of America off, because the government of the United States of America has proved to be the worst enemy of black people. So now when it comes time for justice, this is not spoken out of hatred or out of bitterness, but reparations have to be given to black people, even as Jews received reparations from the onslaught of Nazi Germany. And now the Japanese are going to receive reparations for what America did by putting them in concentration camps. What's wrong with the children of slaves? We are here poor, ragged, hungry, naked, and out of doors. Reparations is what we want, and everyone that had a part in our destruction will have a part in paying reparations. I've been telling you, watch the weather.
Another round of heavy rain, lightning, and thunderstorms rolled through Las Vegas and caused some major damage. Take a look at all this water pouring down from the ceiling into Planet Hollywood. Now, this was a very similar scene from just weeks ago when another severe thunderstorm rolled through. Most neighborhoods got about 3/4 of an inch of rain, and about 12,000 people were left without electricity.
Every day the weather's getting worse and worse.
Today is officially the hottest day ever recorded in this country, with a temperature of 102.3 noted outside of the city of London. And as bad as it is here, it's actually worse in southern Europe. In Spain, Portugal, France, those fires are still burning out of control.
From the Great Lakes to the southeast, extreme heat expected to break records this week.
The white meteorologist cannot tell you what the weather's going to be.
103 in Detroit, Pittsburgh the same, Savannah, Georgia 108. And when you're this hot and then some cool air is coming, you're going to have severe storms.
But my teacher told me, who's your teacher, Farrakhan? My teacher is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Without him and the great Mahdi, I wouldn't be here. But he told me there's two of us backing you up.
DJ Mix Master Chaos.
Food.